Hi first grade and first grade families, welcome to room 107. I will be your tour guide, Dr. Kolarczyk, to show you the classroom. Behind me you will see our calendar, and that is where we start instruction, so most of you have already seen that. I'm going to flip you around and show you. This is our carpet area and our calendar. We do a lot of work in this area. This is where we watch our videos. This is where we do our reading instruction, where we do calendar. This is our class meeting area. Bulk of instruction takes place there. If you look over here, you'll notice that my classroom has tables, not desks. And the reason why I chose to do tables is because I chose to write a grant for flexible seating so students can pick their own chair that's comfortable for them. So with that grant, I won some ball chairs and I won some wobble chairs. So the first graders get to come in the morning and they get to pick what chair is most comfortable for them. Maybe they like the plain chair, just the regular old chair. That's their choice too. I plan on adding some more chairs into this. So you'll notice that each first grader right now, due to our social distancing, they have their own table. Where do they keep their materials? Well, I have bins labeled with the student's name, and inside those bins is where they keep everything. So when they walk into the classroom, they go to their table, they unpack their things, hand in all their assignments to me, and then open up their bin, and then they can keep all their stuff. They also keep their pencil box, they keep their name tag, everything goes into that bin. Also, the PTA has bought the first graders headphones. Those are kept in those bins. Then the students hang up their book bags in our cubbies, which are also spaced out. And you'll notice I have baskets up here. We haven't used those yet. Some first graders brought headphones from home. They're putting their headphones there. Above our cubbies, we have our word wall. This is all the words, high frequency words that the students learn, that they can use this word wall when they're writing in their journal. In the back of the room, we have 6 iPads that we have to use for reading workshops and math workshops. We also have, each first grader is able to have their own Chromebook when they're in the classroom. This is our happy birthday bulletin board. The back wall is filled with all of our letter sounds. We have some recess materials that the first graders can use if they have indoor recess. We have a classroom library that the first graders will be getting their own book boxes soon, and they will put their own books in the book box. There is our first graders on their flags. And if you notice, the theme in this classroom is Dr. Seuss. All first grade has the same theme. In the front of the room, we have a daily schedule. Our spelling words and sight words are up there. Our lunch choices. And this table is where I pull first graders for small group work. When I read independently with them, when I do small group math with them, I'll pull them to the table so that we can work. If we go out in the hall, we have our bulletin boards. Here's our noun apples that we did. And then we have my favorite weather. And last, my first day of school. So that is Dr. Kolarczyk's room 107 classroom. This is our first grade shared bulletin board. So thank you for coming to our classroom virtual open house and taking a tour. The next part of this video, I'm going to talk to you about our curriculum and expectations for the classroom. All right, so a little bit about me. I've been teaching first grade for 18 years, and I could say I absolutely love it. I wouldn't want to change any other grade. It is definitely my passion. I have 2 children, a son named Parker. He's a 4th grader over at Muse, and a daughter named Ella, and she's a 1st grader. So it's pretty neat that I get to see what she's doing and also teach you guys at the same time. I live in Cecil with my husband, Dean. We have a cat named Shadow and a dog named Levi. I graduated with my Bachelor's of Science from the University of Pittsburgh, got a Master's of Arts in Teaching from Pitt, got my job at Cannon Macmillan teaching first grade here at South Central, but except I was over across the hall in room 104 when I first started. Then I went back to school to Duquesne, got my principal papers, continued to go back to school because my passion is to work with student teachers, and received a PhD from the Robert Morris University. My dissertation focused on the integration of technology in a primary elementary classroom to increase reading skills. So I'm a huge Pitt fan. So let's go Pitt. I love to shop. I love going camping, and my favorite vacation spots are the beach or Disney. So I put a little pictures up here about my favorite things. There's my family, and I love the color pink. I like pizza. I love reading, and let's go Pitt. So in first grade, this is right now the daily schedule that we have. This probably will be changing come October 1st when we start our reading unit of first grade. Right now, we're just doing review units, reviewing the kindergarten skills. So when we start actual first grade reading skills, this schedule is probably going to change. So right now, I start at 9:15 going live, doing our calendar, our phonics mini lesson, and our comprehension mini lesson. I try to give a brain break in there so my kiddos here at school can take a mask break. We can use the restroom. Then I try to come back and do our writing, our handwriting, and our grammar lessons. We leave for lunch at 11:30. Lunch is over at noon. We then go to recess at noon to 12:30. When the students come back, they get a little brain break, a restroom break, and a mask break. And then we start our day, where right now I have scheduled workstations, and that's where I am trying to get the students to be independent workers while I can meet with small groups and talk to them and read with them and work on their skills with them. After that, we do our math lesson, which you have a math lesson if you're working at home pre-recorded that you can pull up on our Google Classroom and work along. And then I'm trying to do some science and social studies in the afternoon. Whenever we are done with science and social studies, I don't have the rest of the schedule on here. It disappeared on me. But at 2:50, we go to gym class. That will change every 9 weeks, and then dismissal at 3:20. So let's talk about our reading. Right now, we are just doing review units, but we will be getting into the heart of first grade reading, and we use what is called Benchmark Universe. Benchmark Universe works, they have a phonics part and they have a comprehension part. The phonics skills are going to be our spelling words, and we're going to learn, we kind of integrate that with foundations and with the Orton-Gillingham method. And then benchmark the comprehension skills. We teach a whole group comprehension lesson as a mini lesson, and then we break up into small groups where the kids get to read books on their individual level. So it really works on learning those sight words, getting our comprehension skills mastered in a level text that's just right for these first graders. They're not stuck in their level all year. I move first graders around as I see fit when I do assessments. Our math, this year, we went with a new math program called Into Math. In previous years, we used what was called GoMath. This is IntoMath. It's kind of similar. A little bit, things are different. Pretty soon, we as a first grade team will be letting first graders log online and see what's online for the IntoMath. Right now, we didn't want to overwhelm people with another website that they had to get into, so we figured we would just work with what we have right now on paper and put our own assignments in Google Classroom. So in each unit is a module, and you have small books. So once we're done with this module, we'll get another small book for the next module. So some concepts that we talk about, we do addition and subtraction relationships, data, place value, geometry, fractions, time, measurement. I just see I have a typo there. It says pace value. It should say place value. I'll have to change that in a minute. IntoMath, like I said before, we will be doing pre-recorded lessons for IntoMath lessons. So you will have a new math lesson on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Wednesday, we will use that as a review day where we will practice our math skills. Maybe an assessment day where you'll take a math test, some online. We also do a lot of writing in first grade. We do the genres of the narrative, informative, and opinion pieces. We use our journals a lot. Pretty in the close to around the second semester of first grade, we start writing research reports on animals the students love. We talk about capitalization, punctuation, making a complete sentence, all of our grammar skills. Science and social studies topics. We do weather, animal habitats, and we even throw in computer science, computer coding. For our social studies topics, we talk about our community, citizenship, and national symbols. We even touch base on countries, and the country for first grade is Australia. Our related arts, we will follow every 9 weeks. You'll get a new related arts. Our related arts schedule is 250 to 320. We have gym, music, art, and library. So let's talk about some things. First, backward letters, numbers, and spelling mistakes. Please do not, when you're at home, correct all of their work. It's good to correct if you're working with a math problem and the first grader says 3 plus 2 equals 8, to correct that. Immediate gratification, immediate correction of that is great. But do not worry about fixing the backward letters. That's a developmental thing. It will come with time. And also kid writing. I love to see how they sound out words, how they write in their journals, instead of always having words spelled for them. Technology. You know, I've been having so many problems with these technologies and these computers. Don't stress. I'm trying not to stress. Please be patient with me. I really appreciate all of your patience. Our class materials, we have, when we're doing online instruction, please have your stuff close by. And return to school, I guess, to be announced. Class Dojo. My management plan consists of Class Dojo. That's when the first graders earn points. They get dojo points online. So I always have this up on the iPad, and I'm able to give them some points. But I'm also able to take them away. Now, I haven't had to take any away, but if you see, we have our points right there. And if I see them hard at work, I give them a point. Soon, we will be using those points, and the first graders can cash those points in for some materials in a school store environment that I have in my classroom. So if you're not on Class Dojo yet, please make sure to join. I'll have this slideshow up on my Google Classroom. Please click on the link and join Class Dojo, because this is also a place that I love to share pictures of what we do in our classroom. So these are the different ways you can contact me. My prep period is from 250 to 320 when the first graders are in the related arts. You can send me a message on Class Dojo. You can email me. You can call me. I try to answer emails throughout the day, not just between 2:50 and 3:20. I'm also here in the morning starting at 8:15 if you want to drop me an email or even a phone call. I pick the students up in the gymnasium at 8:45. So that's when they're in the class. And it's kind of hard for me to get to the emails and answer those. But this is how you can reach me. So it was really great doing this virtual open house. I really wish that I could have seen you in person and got to meet the families. But unfortunately, this is the way that we have to do it this year. So please let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with you.